Well, hello, my name is Andres. I study at the moment medicine in the UDG, and yeah, I'm 23 years old. Well, obviously, everyone sees the coronavirus as a bad thing, but actually, in one of those three aspects is a really good thing. In the society ambient, it had a very strong impact due to the quarantine, and we had basically that we had to stay in home for like 5 6 months straight, and we all lost a lot of social interactions. And for economy also is a very very bad thing. The economy collapsed. That's why we need to break the quarantine and get back to work, because well, a lot of people didn't have had money at the since the some of since the beginning, almost at the end they didn't have the money. But actually, for the environmental aspect, the coronavirus was a really good thing. For example, in Ciudad de Mexico, the pollution is very high, and thanks to the quarantine, not much cars were driving every day. The the industries stopped working, so they stopped producing CO2. So it helped a lot with the pollution in Ciudad de Mexico. Well, I think that most of us acquire this perspective by living it, actually and literally, because it's I think that all of us, no matter who you are or where you live, are living at the moment. Well, in my personal life, the most affected area was the society area, because well, I'm a medicine student and taking the medicine classes online without any classmates present is really really hard. And economy also, I at the moment do not have to work. It will be like at the last years of my career that I have to go to the hospitals. And environmental, well, obviously everyone lives in the same planet, they all care about the same environment, so yes, it helped us, but at the same I feel like kind of sad of my current medicine situation. Well, I think that specifically in my family, we all think the same, but there are the cases of some families that they think that the coronavirus isn't real, that they are doing manifests without masks to well to express their beliefs, and I think that's kind of a awkward way of thinking. But yeah, in my family thinks the same as I do. Well, I think that most of the people that think about this fake coronavirus and no mask are, well, basically contrarians, like flat earthers that think that the earth is flat. Although there's a lot of evidence and it's real that the earth is not flat. So, yeah, I think that they are mostly trying to get attention or something like that. Well, I think that, as I said, the environmental was very good thing, especially for Ciudad de Mexico, with all the pollution stuff. Well, the economic factor was one of the most affected here in Mexico. People didn't did well in the quarantine, and they need to reactivate. But the thing of reactivating is that there will be more cases. And social, well, I think that the most affected are us, the students that don't have presential classes, and the online classes are not as well as the presential classes. Well, I think that all over the world is most of the same. That's why we all the countries need well, why we're in the need to reactivate the economy. So yeah, I think that most of the cases are the same as us. There are exceptions like Sweden that are in a better position than us, that they don't have confirmed cases since like a month or 2 months ago. So they are actually really good. They are doing everything like normal life. But there are other places, like for example now in the US, they are trying to reactivate the economy, but it has been a real pain for them. So yeah, I think that it really depends in which part of the world we're talking about.